one of these pieces of paper, alright? Because it's going to help me remember to tell you about some of all the bits about candle making that I think are interesting and might apply to your lives in some way. So pass it around.
Oh my God.
And they might not.
What are the secret messages?
There's just a word and it will help me remember what I've got to tell you.
My word.
I'm going to be here next week.
Oh, Lucy.
Do that.
Where will you be, Lucy?
Operable.
Who's that?
Operable, you were hospital. You were hospital.
Did I win a prize?
Maybe you were hospital.
Maybe.
I don't know how I
I
feel
queued
about
for
that
about half an hour to get into the car park and I could
Oh,
go on
you
a
need to take one.
drop off point and I didn't
So
know
I'm
what
fine.
I wanted.
prize. Angry.
I went back home.
You
just need one.
This is cryptic.
What have you
What have you
No,
got?
I
You're not saying, okay.
What have you got?
Earwax.
You got earwax, have you?
Apparently.
What have you got, Ryan?
Guess what I got?
Sexy wax.
All of this will make sense.
Hey,
Well, in about 10 minutes.
What is sexy?
Yeah, what's sexy wax then?
Can
I don't think I know about sexy wax.
You mean Paul?
Hot wax. Oh, you're going Ryan then.
Ryan. I've got hot wax.
I've got beer. I've got beer. Hot wax and sexy wax.
Oh, you got.
I got Ban Marie.
I don't know if I spelled it right, but.
Yeah, you have.
I think it's called Iron Bane.
Have you got any? Oh, we've got some left. You've got. What's this one? This is your bit of paper that is to help me remember. What? Right.
Am I going to give you the money?
Right.
Yeah.
Hot wax.
Oh,
Here we have hot wax.
if you've got it in your hand,
Right.
but if not, we'll do it at the end.
We're going to
Right,
be
okay.
working with an electric cooker, and we're going to be working with wax, and we have to heat it up to, what do you reckon?
85 centigrade.
Oh my God, yeah, you're right. Okay, 85 centigrade.
I'm so clever.
Well done, Lucy.
Right. What happens? Can anybody quickly Google at what point does wax ignite? Yeah. Can you do it on your phones?
Quite hot,
100.
surely.
Yeah. When you heat wax, if you like doing this at home on the cooker, and then you forget and you go off and do something and it overheats, this will combust, right? It will set light to your pan, it will set light to your kitchen, all right? So, has anybody found it?
It says about paraffin wax.
Yeah. Has it got an ignite point? Right, okay, we're going to go with just heat it to 85 degrees, okay? And, yes. Right, let's have another word. Show me words. Tallow, right. Yeah, in medieval times and before that, people used to have candles. What do you think they were made from? Huh?
392.
392, has it got it in
Oh, it's even
centigrade?
lower than centigrade, isn't it?
392. 392.
Is it really? That's very low, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, so we're looking at just over 100 degrees and this stuff ignites.
Got to be careful.
Right,
200.
so
200.
200, right, thank you for that, that's really great. Right, tallow. Tallow candles is what everybody used to use. What do you think they were made from?
Animals.
Like refuse.
No, animals.
Heidi got it right.
Bones.
What's a tallow candle?
And you said it.
Yeah. Animal fat.
Animal fat. So all that animal fat that was left over from their cooking, all the really nasty stuff they used to make into candles. But the only problem with burning off fat is what?
Smelling.
Yeah, it's not going to smell like a roast dinner. It's really stinks. Yeah. So that People used them, but like it was a really unpleasant experience. Right, let's have another word. Another word. Beer. Beer. That doesn't come next. What's the next one? Let's have.
Sexy wax.
Sex wax.
Bees.
Bees.
Bees. Right, where does wax come from?
Bees.
Depends on the wax.
Beeswax.
Depends
Beeswax.
on the wax.
Yeah.
So what? So you've got beeswax,
Yeah.
and you've got
Soy wax, paraffin wax.
Sex
and
wax.
Earwax.
wax.
Right.
Alright, I'm going to
Yeah.
do an impression.
Father Jack wax.
Right.
Get enough earwax out. We can
Okay, and you can't get enough it. Well, with some people, you can probably get enough earwax, but like. So,
You've got to say what earwax.
who had bees? You had bees, didn't you?
No.
Me.
Beer.
I had beer.
Bees, right. So, wax, the wax we're going to use.
Whoa.
Right.
I fixed it by having the
I mean,
kettle
I
and the hot point on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll turn off the hot point.
Initially, for your candles, you would use beeswax. Okay. They produce a very small amount, and they produce it as a certain substance. And somebody's got the word here. Can you guess which one it is?
Beer.
Hold your words up. It's not beer. It's not a bain-marie. It's not hexagonal. Sweat. Right? Okay. A bee has got, like a honeybee, has got its eyes in the top of its head. And then down the back of its back, it's got its breathing holes. So like we breathe through our mouth and our nose, they breathe through their backs. Yeah? But they sweat through the scales on their stomach. Yeah? And their sweat is wax. Yeah? And it comes off in sheets. And then what they do is they take that off and they chew it up, and then they make the foundation for the inside the beehive. Alright? Now this is from a beehive, and they just started to do what's called drawing out. Yeah? So we give them a sheet of wax to start with, because it helps them, yeah? And then they start to build these circular tubes, but because of the tension on all the tubes being together, what shape do they make? It's here in the word. Hexagonal, right? So, oh, didn't like it.
That's all the positive energy. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So,
dear.
pass this round, you can see that they're hexagonal, and they're also tipped like this. They're not straight, they're tipped. Why do you think they're tipped? To stop the honey falling out. It's really clever. Yeah? Yeah, it is. It's amazing. So pass that round. It only smells just a little bit because it's quite an old frame, that. Alright? So, who were the people that wanted the most candles during the medieval times? Monks, yeah. They were really important. We got Glastonbury Abbey there, yeah, and they would have had wax from honeybees, yeah, for their candles, because it didn't smell. It didn't smell like a nasty old dirty oven, yeah. Didn't smell like a bin. It would have smelled sweet and aromatic. It would have been lovely. And also, the wax from the bees would make the candle burn slower. All right? Okay, right, let's have another word. Ba-ba-da. A bain-marie. We're going to come to that in the middle. Hexagonal, that's the shape that you find in the frame. Right, so I think we need to come round to your word. Beer. So what do you think the monks fed the bees on?
Beer.
Yeah.
Beer. Yeah, because it's the alcohol has got sugar. Alcohol is sugar.
Sugar, yeah, of course.
So they would feed the bees on beer, because the water also was like pretty. Yeah, and there was no sugar in this country. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So and the monks kept the bees just for the wax. They didn't even bother with the honey. Isn't that a
Realise, I
shame?
guess.
And then later
Yeah,
on,
sheep.
they realised
Yes.
that the honey was also a crop. Okay?
Could have really done with that, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
food source.
So let's have another word. Another word. We've
Yeah.
got bain marie.
Sexy.
You've had earwax. Yeah. You don't. Right. Whatever you do, don't collect your earwax.
Oh,
I hate candles.
I was so looking forward to that.
Really horrible. You do get earwax.
Yeah. Father
Right,
Jack did
and
that.
if you get it, you get a load of it come out your ears. You might need to go to the doctor and they syringe your ears to clean out if you've got too much wax, alright, because it gets dirty and nasty and then you can't hear properly and you
What?
irritate other people because you're always going, what? Yeah. So you need to go and get your ears syringed and it's grim. It makes me feel sick.
Well, we could I'll do ear candles.
Yeah, don't stick neatly to
I'll do it really.
because you'll perforate your eardrum.
I'll do the wax out with the ear candles.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I think.
Right, it's going to come to you in a minute next. Right, so can you pass us that pan that's set up at the back? That's it.
Not the back one. 'cause that's got water
The
in it.
two together.
Yeah, that's now got water.
Oh,
in
right,
it. I was just
okay.
being
Pass
super
the
efficient.
first one.
This one.
Right, okay. Who had bain marie? Right, a bain marie is the French word for putting a pan in a pan of water.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay? You can't directly heat wax with a flame, you know, with a pan, yeah? You have
This is the
to,
hot point.
you have to heat up some water and then you put like, we're going to put a little cake tin, a circular one in the bottom so it doesn't touch the bottom.
So
And
turn
then
it
we're
down.
going to put a pan in with the wax. Okay? Right. Okay. Another word. What words have we got around this side?
I've got paraffin.
Paraffin. Right. This is really interesting. It's like what you were saying. There's lots of different waxes, and they do different things. Yeah. Yeah. Paraffin wax you can mix with other waxes because it makes your candle burn steady. Okay, and it's just one of those things. If you have a beeswax candle, it starts to burn through the middle, but it won't burn it all. Yeah, and it will burn longer. So a candle like this, you'll probably get 100 hours out of it. Yeah, but your candle you're going to make here is, I don't know, perhaps a week. Like you're putting it on in the evening. Yeah. Okay.
Is that the same as soy wax? Like, is that like paraffin wax?
I don't actually know about soy wax
No, I
much,
don't.
just that it gets mixed in and, yeah? Okay, right. Have we got any other words?
Yes, Ryan's got a word.
Right, okay. And we're going to get Scott in for this one.
You've got one.
Right. The wick is the piece of cord that goes down the middle.
You ready?
And it soaks up the...
Positive energy. Ooh.
It soaks up the burning material in the wax, like your paraffin, for example, and then the flame will keep going. Okay, and that's what you have all the way down through your candle. So
We
you've
don't
got
have
flames.
light, we have light. We don't
No
have
light.
light, we have light.
Okay, you ready?
Bing.
Is it just that plug or
No,
perhaps
it's
another
another
plug? Can
It's all the plugs.
Scott? Right, there's
Yes,
two
yes,
kinds of sexy wax, okay?
Ooh.
There's one called sexy wax that you put on the bottom of your surfboard, you rub it in. Alright, and it helps you
Oh,
surf.
yeah.
Yeah, it makes you, apparently it makes you,
That's really sticky.
Yeah.
and it helps you stick to the board as well.
Yeah.
Right, and then there's a sexy wax that you that people use in sex play. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. This is like a bit weird. So.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So what they do is the thrill is to drop wax on your partner. Yeah. And it's makes people excited. It makes people feel like they're in control of producing and
melted wax.
burning someone a little bit. But the sexy wax is a different wax. It burns at a lower temperature. If you get this one or the one you're going to do, and you decide to pour it on your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever friend's back or arm, right? Then you're going to burn them. You're really going to hurt them. Okay.
Third week to do sexy wax.
Yeah. So that's the sexy wax.
Got to
And
bring our
then
partners in, haven't we?
there's also wax that people use to remove hair with, like women do, and they get waxing strips. And that's where the wax is mixed with other stuff, and it's usually on a sheet of paper, and they put it on, or they warm it up and then they put it on their skin.
And it hurts.
Wait for it to cool, and then they strip it
Oh
off.
my God.
If any of you pour this wax on you anywhere, it's going to burn you. Okay, so you're
Don't
gonna
try it
have
when
to
you're
be
out.
very careful. Okay, you alright with that?
I'm happy.
Okay, now they're trying to sort.
Sexy wax.
Go in and Right, so a wax product that you put on furniture.
Oh, yeah.
So they mix it with oils and other things, and
Beeswax.
I just love it. And you just
Oh, gorgeous, yes.
and it's really good for women. Have a sniff. I love it.
I do my leather sofas.
Oh, do you?
Oh, yeah.
The sticky bit, so you've got a proper sticky wicky.
Have you ever heard of sticky wicky?
Is that sticky?
That's a
Vicky
third
and
week.
Benadryl?
Yeah.
I've actually seen her. Yeah, it was traumatising.
Sticky Vicky.
Oh no! Oh,
She
and
shoots out
there's
watermelon.
children.
Yeah, sorry.
Children. Right, you find the centre of your jar, and it's marked with a little ring there, and you're gonna get your sticky bit, and you're gonna stick it in the middle, so it's ready.
Is your wax
There
ready?
you go, that's
Sue?
going that way, that's going that way.
Sue, is the wax ready?
Yes, I would.
Were you listening to the instructions?
Yes, Mum.
Okay, good.
Just as a quick one, if you go make candles at home and you get bags of waxes like Sue's got there, what you want to do is when you measure it out, you want twice as much as what you're filling. So say you were filling this jar, sorry, you're going to fill that up with those grains. That's one. Fill it up again, that's two. And then when you melt it, that will be the perfect amount. 5 degrees,
Yes.
and it can't go any higher than that.
Are we going to have a joint vote on the fragrance we want put in that?
We give
I mean,
five
I would
products
say
to
we would
that.
only
One
be
and a half
slightly
hours.
in
How
trouble
long
if
can I keep
everybody
them
wanted
out?
to use the same one.
So
Yeah,
let
that's
them
what
not
I'm
be
thinking.
enough.
If you've ever got
So-
anyone wants a lavender.
So we give 5 drops to Max, do we?
Leave me alone.
Melt.
The hot wax.
That's just wax. There's no water in there. That's just
Yeah.
wax.
Wow. Is it the sexy wax?
It's the sexy wax.
Wax, okay.
That's a useful piece of information about sexy wax.
Yeah, it's
Right?
very,
'Cause
very.
otherwise you get a nightlight and you pour it on your partner and they
Yeah.
go, gosh, I don't like that. That's a little warm.
Yes.
So this is sitting in a container of water called bain-marie. Right?
Yeah.
And it means that the wax won't burn.
Okay.
Because it'll only go as hot as boiling water. So it will only go to 100 degrees centigrade.
Wow.
Right?
Very good.
I will.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, we've got to wait for the
Go
tap. You got the
on.
thermometer, Scott? You got the thermometer, or is it here?
Get a silly smile, I reckon.
87.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are.
Yeah, but we've got to go down to 55 for the oil.
We all want a whip. Look at that, Paul.
Oh yeah, that's right, that's my silly smile. Yeah.
Not sexy
Someone
wax,
missing
though.
two
No,
fingers.
got the demon next to you.
Oh yeah, cool, yeah.
Cameraman.
Yeah.
What now? You're taking a picture of him?
From out there to here,
Whatever you like,
it's 765.
Yeah, I find this one.
Yeah.
Okie
Might try that.
You can put that in your
Sour apple candy.
I've got some.
Yeah, that'll cool it right down.
So,
And
Right,
next
that's
week,
your
Brooke,
job.
we're going to watch paint dry.
okay.
So if you're watching Wax Cool,
Yeah.
we're living on the edge, you know.
I'm just gonna throw it! And you've got to catch it in your...
Bloody hell.
How can you do this then, Paul?
This is it, we're going live now, Ryan.
I think we are.
Yeah.
Stephen filming the way.
And remember, don't lick the wax. It's the wrong sort of
Don't
wax.
drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
There's
drink
a
it either,
hair
Paul.
there.
I'm not going to drink it.
Hair in my
Oh, it's
suit.
gone.
My suit.
There's
the
There we go.
There
There we
There,
go.
remember.
Right. So,
Who's first?
careful of the dripping wax, but if we, oh, that's very slidey.
Paul, do you want to
Make your
go
way down,
first?
pour slowly into your.
Okay.
Yeah, just avoid your groin.
Guys down this end, would you like me to bring a ladle over?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Paul, this is going to be good, isn't it? Fuck off.
That's absolutely fine.
Little bit.
Because I really don't want you to get it on your phone.
Is that enough?
So I bring this
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
enough.
Plenty.
Oh, did you want to do it?
As long as
No,
the
but
wick
you want
can
to do it,
still-
just do it.
Yeah, go above the wax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Yeah.
No, that's going to be really hot.
I read somewhere it said
Fair enough.
pour the liquid in, then get a little bit of stick or whatever, and then poke your wick back up again. If it falls over.
Yeah, he's a bit winky
You
wonky.
want, do you want a stick?
Just in case.
Yeah, thanks mate. Cheers. He's a bit
And then I'm going to give you guys the thermostat down here. And basically, you stick it in, you want 55 degrees. As soon as it hits 55, you can add your scents in.
Can I make a suggestion that when people think their candles
Yeah,
are
you
done,
want to make
Don't
sure
put
that
too
you're
much
push them
in.
towards the middle of the table,
stick as well.
right? So we'll push this lot on this up, and not along the groove in the middle, please. And then you've got less chance of them being knocked over because we'll leave it here on the table till tomorrow. Yeah.
Wow.
Wait until it's
Well, yeah, who's got the grapefruit?
Me.
Okay. You having grapefruit?
Yeah. I'm not.
Have you done it?
No, not yet, no. I'm waiting.
So I'm going to go for it.
grapefruit bergamot.
Yeah.
What's in it?
There you go.
Paul.
Yeah. Couple of drops in.
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
Look at the toilet roll from the toilet about your own bed.
Bit like a powder now.
Oh, here we are.
Yeah, we seem to use that. Yeah, just put it in the toilet roll.
I'm not sure if the wick's
Right,
well
drops, yeah?
Can sometimes put.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I put the bergamot in, yeah?
Lovely. Thank you.
Okay, some more wax delivered. If I go,
This is good, isn't it, Paul?
Isn't it good?
and then you pass it to your right.
Oh yeah.
You added stuff in
I have. I've done well, it's probably 6-7 drops. Grapefruit.
If you didn't mix it, would it like just smell more at certain points?
I wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder.
You suddenly
Would
hit
you
that
like
part
some
of the.
wax, my dear?
I'm mixing it, yeah. It's not that strong.
That's it. There you
Very
go.
well.
Oh, yeah.
Right, beautiful. And then you want a lipstick.
Where does your daughter live?
Oh, yeah, that's a little
Sit.
You need to give it a little gentle
Not too
stir
far.
around.
The new
Oh, the next complex.
Sit and then do another one.
Yeah.
5 different grades of frankincense.
Yes, yes.
Then just a tiny bit more.
What does she do?
Interesting.
Yeah, why not?
That's it. And then you put it flat on there.
Wow.
I'm hoping-
And what fragrance did you want in yours?
What one is handy?
There's some different ones.
Have we got a spare Lucy? Is that a spare jar next to you? Yeah.
And you need a little stick.
Oh yeah.
3 drops.
You can put 5.
I put drops in it earlier, but I forget which fragrance.
All right, okay.
Yeah,
So put 3 in now.
Okay, 3. So that's 8 drops I'll be putting in.
Yeah, bugger it. If anything, it's really nice and smelly.
3.
Oh gosh. And then use your stick to stir it around.
Okay.
Is she married?
Oh, I think it went that way.
Yeah.
Bergamot?
Till last year.
Yeah. Oh, did they? Yeah.
Oh, we'll always have a donation.
Yes.
Oh, there it
yes.
Oh, we'll take that 20.
My bad.